boat over. News from Jack's reporter Janice Harris spoke with that 12-year-old and his grandfather about this ordeal. She's joining us now live from the marina in Fernandina Beach where the trio took out from.
It has been a while since I've seen all of these.
This is the exact same marina where they left from early Monday morning. That trip that was supposed to be some fun in the sun and fishing turned to a disaster.
I was thinking we were all going to die, and then he said it's going to be okay, and then he grabbed onto me and then pulled us to the boat.
Well, I've spent the bulk of my adult life being the one that answers the phone, answers the call when someone's in trouble. Not saying that I have any less or more compassion than I did before, but to be on the opposite end of that was very humbling. My name's Jamie Deonas, and we're here on Amelia Island, Florida, where I was born and raised, and I've been a career firefighter for the last 29 and a half years. Growing up here on Amelia Island, I spent the bulk of my time out on the water, whether it was on a power boat. I grew up sailing off of this island, jet skiing, offshore fishing. I got a Coast Guard license when I was still in high school. I've moved a lot of boats. I've taken a lot of great trips, long distance on boats, and life jackets were one of those things that I always wanted to know where they were, but having never had the reason to put one on or in the water, it's changed my perspective greatly. So on June 19th, 2023, we were planning a day offshore fishing with my grandson Brayden and my good friend Frank. Brayden, this was his first day actually going offshore. It was planned to be a very memorable trip, which is ultimately what it turned out to be. It was really very much just a beautiful day, very much a regular day for offshore fishing. The sea state was nice and calm, light winds, and it was all the makings of a great day to be offshore. The winds started with no warning, and they were, Frank and I guesstimated, 50 plus knots. We started taking a lot of water over the bow. It was all I could do to keep the boat pointed into the wind. But this entire event took less than 4 minutes, from a beautiful day to us being turned upside down, and all three of us were in the water.
Their boat began to fill with water and the winds were unbearable. Minutes later, the storms took over and flipped their boat upside down. Brayden was trapped.
Neck and up was out of the boat, and neck and down was under the boat. I was like screaming for help and was very scared.
Within a minute or two, it turned into 5 or 6 foot waves, white capping all around us. The temperature dropped about 35, 40 degrees. I was getting ready to say, I hope this boat doesn't roll, but just as I said that, it did. I felt how cold it was instantly. I believe I had to swim back to the boat 10 or 15 feet. It was a pretty good current.
After 2+ hours, Brayden alerted both me and Frank. He said, there's a huge boat coming and it's pushing a lot of water.
It started getting closer, so then I started blowing my whistle and waving my arms and screaming for help, and I did not stop blowing the whistle until they got to us.
It was a brand new Mustang life jacket, still in the wrapper. When I got in the boat at the marina, I took it out of the plastic and put it on. It paid off because there would not have been any time to go find it or put it on. It happened so quickly, we'd have been in the water without anything on. And with the boat capsized, we wouldn't have been able to get back under the boat to get the life jacket. I'll normally go offshore or out in a boat. I didn't put my life jacket on. I had it to where I could put it on if I needed it, but I never did wear it from beginning to end. That's one thing I'll always do from now on, is wear my life jacket when I get on a boat.
What we experienced that day, no one could have prepared for. What we went through was catastrophic, and it just happened so fast that it really wouldn't have mattered really what size boat you were on. It was still going to cause a lot of issues. So it's certainly changed my perspective on what kind of life jackets you have and where they're located, and most importantly, keeping them on. My name is Jamie Deonas, and this is my survival story.